We'll be live in just a second, folks. One second, folks. One second, folks. Okay. All right, let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Let me make sure you guys are all watching. Make sure we got everything kosher here. Let me put on YouTube. It'll just take a second, folks. All right. Put this here. Let me move this there. All right. Here we go. Let me make sure you guys all have the link. All right. Perfect. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy, what are we today? Today Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't even know what today is. Let's see. Is today Tuesday or is today Wednesday? I think today's Tuesday. Let's say hello to everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Brian, Robert, Yuri, Delroy, Ivano, Gregory, Ray, Rihanna, Carla. Good morning, Carla. We got Stephen, we got Robert, we got Ray, we got Stephen, we got Penny. Good morning. We got Bill, Wade, Karen, Harry, Stan, Santiago, Illinois grain farmer, Matt, Brian, Javad. Thanks, Bob. Richard. Good morning, Richard. Deanna, Claudette, Harold, Richard, Bancroft, Walter, Jesse, Bob, Cosmic Spiral. What a name. Hopiumatic, Vertuvian, Sean, Charlie Clyde, Robert, Sergey, Moondog, Dave, C. Fazio. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Kurt, Omar. Good morning, Omar. I'll post your update. Congrats. Mark, Richard, Devin, David, Spider Monkey, Wesley, David, Stacy, Frank, Jody, John, David, Diamond Jen, John, Hopium Addict came up on the free ride scanner when it started working again yesterday. Ralph, hello there. Candy, Don, Lewis, Tom, David, Rick, Richard, another Richard, James, Cam. Good morning, Cam. Good morning. I hope you're well. What's the agenda for the Cam and Gustavo show today? Stefan, JB, Sin, Bob, Thomas, Greg, Gregory, Mr. RP from Spain. I love that. We got Rock, we got John, we got Spider Monkey, we got Seth, we got Roddy. Good morning, Roddy. Moondog, Seth, Anukumar, Henry, Raj, JB, William, Krish, Wesley, Rock, yes. David, Michelle, good morning, Michelle. Kathleen, Art, Kirk, Shamens, Romel, Genevieve, Naples fan, CJ, Peter, good morning, Peter. Jean, William, Richard, Michael, KJD, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great this morning. Good morning. Did everybody get their link? Just want to make sure everybody got their link on YouTube. Yes, everybody got their link. Perfect. Excellent. Remember, folks, yesterday there was a lot of stuff going on with the Amazon server. Okay. So just FYI. How's everybody doing this morning? I logged in a few minutes earlier to hang out with you guys. Again, I'm working from home today. We're gonna have Harry, our A-line expert, helping us out. Hope you guys recognize him. He'll be assisting me today. I take it you guys like those funny pictures. I've been getting a lot of cool emails. Hopefully they're not getting on your nerves. I do it because animals calm people down usually during the day. So it's nice to have a little bit of a laugh and then to kind of remember the big picture that, we're trying to make money. We're not trying to survive or anything like that. All right, let me give you guys some links. So let me give you guys some links. This is the link for the VIP room today. Now, we're supposed to be switching to a different platform, but the back office screwed up and they don't have the new link for me. So I'm assuming we're going to be using the old link today because I don't think I want to give you guys the wrong link. And here's the link to Customer Service Live. Raleigh, if you're here, we're probably going to be on Zoom again because they haven't given me the new link yet. And I'm giving people the old link. So let's move it back to tomorrow and it'll give you a chance to practice logging in. If you're here, Raleigh. Associate Professor Harry. Yes, thank you. Pics are hilarious. Keep them coming. Okay, cool. Love the photos. It's enjoyable. Good. I don't want to get on your nerves and, do all that, but hopefully you guys are getting some benefit out of it, okay? All right. Good. Let's talk about the market today, okay? Let's get into all of this. All right. So markets are fairly flat today. We do have some earnings, a lot of catalysts, some earnings, a lot of stuff that we need to discuss, and we'll get into all of that in a minute, but we're fairly flat right now. There's not much here. I don't think that's such a bad thing after, as long as you don't start painting them on felt. No, Moondog, don't worry. Hey, Chad, Dallas, Becky, Bobby. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I know I came in a few minutes earlier today, so just FYI. It's going to take a little more time. And my assistant, Mia, is right here. You could see her paw right there. Yes, you are a beautiful girl. She's right there. All right. Gregory says, love the pics. I've been forwarding to other people. Cool. Is it the same platform Nate and Graham been using? It is terrible. I have no idea what you're talking about, Kevin. Kevin from Carlsbad. What are you talking about? I don't know exactly what you're talking about. So let me know exactly what you're talking about. I don't know what platform you're talking about. Okay. All right. So right here, we're just kind of flat right now. As far as Fed data is concerned, we have Fed speakers. Actually, yeah, I do have that on my catalyst list. We don't have much else but Fed speakers today. If you haven't received this yet, this is the list of all the stocks that are reporting earnings this week. Here's the list for you, okay? Cool. All right. Awesome. I'll keep giving them to you guys. That's cool. All right. All right. So we got a lot of earnings coming up this week. The biggest ones, we got Coca-Cola, we got General Motors, we got Netflix. Most of these are coming out after the market closes. I'll talk about the ones that are already out. We also have tomorrow we have Tesla, AT&T, VRT, IBM. We have a lot of earnings, which means we're definitely going to have some time spreads this week. I just haven't given any yet. So that's coming in this week. If you guys don't have that, I posted it for you just now. Yeah, Kevin, send me an email. I have no idea what we're talking about. All right. All right. And again, I just posted this for you guys, so you should have that, okay? You guys should have that. Bond market. What's the bond market doing? The bond market's moving higher. I love this. This is fantastic. This is about as good as we can get. We're moving into deflationary territory. The market is starting to price in um, deflation. Problem is these candles are really, really small. And I'm expecting a pullback back to this line. I think we're going to get a pullback. I don't think this is just going to continue because we're getting a little too far from the 8-day EMA. And notice that the 8-day EMA is right at that level, right there. And folks, if you have questions, please ask. I logged in a few minutes early so I could spend a little more time with you today. I couldn't sleep this morning. US dollar, as I told you yesterday, the US dollar looks like it's coming up again. That's an A line on the US dollar, by the way, right there. If we confirm that, that is an A line. And I think we're going to come back up here. I think the US dollar is firming, and this level, we could now with confidence say that this used to be resistance, but this line is support. You know how you guys are always asking me to teach you how I'm using my levels? Well, here's a level for you, right? Resistance, 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 resistance becomes support right here. That's a perfect way to use levels. And you use levels the same way intraday and not. Cam says, what makes a stock an A-line stock? That's beautiful, Cam. I'm going to be talking about that today as well and answering a bunch of questions. People love the A-line. They love the A-line. So I'm still slightly bullish. Remember, bullish US dollars, bearish for gold and energies. Let's look at crude oil. What's gold doing? Gold looks like it's peaking out right here. Notice the size of these bars. Now, we don't know this for sure. And remember, they are not as correlated to individual gold companies. They're doing their own. But volatility is increasing, but price isn't going anywhere. When volatility is increasing, but price is not going anywhere, that usually means there's going to be a shift or at least a pause. So we have high volatility, but no real directional bias for the last 3-4 days. So again, my suggestion is I think we're going to come right back to this level right here. And I haven't changed that tune. I haven't changed my song in about a week now. I think this has to come right here. Notice my line hasn't been changed, and it's right at the 15-day EMA. Good morning, Rick. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So let me give you my agenda real quick for the VIP room today. There's Raleigh. Okay, let's have a practice session after VIP. I can also get there. All right. Raleigh and I are on the same page. Yes, reversion to the mean. That's exactly right, Jeff. Reversion to the mean. And in this case, reversion to the mean, folks, isn't a reversal. It's just a reversion to the mean. And again, we use the 8-day and the 15-day to give us a reversion to the mean. And you can clearly see that the 2-week average price on gold is right here. That's a 15-day EMA. So this is telling us the 2-week average price, and this is telling us the 1-week average price, more or less. So we're always looking at the relationship. We want to buy stocks that are above the 1-week price, and we want to not hold stocks that are trading at or below the 2-week price. Because why would you want to buy a stock that's trading at a 2-week low? And why would you want to buy a stock that's trading above the 1-week high? You see what I mean? You buy stocks that are trading above the 1-week high, you liquidate stocks that are selling below the 2-week low. That's general practice. But it just happens to be that this level is right at the 2-week low. So I wouldn't be surprised for a second if we came down here. And this would be very healthy. It's nothing bad. Using the new data miner software to screen watch list stocks. Very nice. Let me give you a link. Folks, Raleigh looks like he's got a lot of stuff uh, up his sleeve today. So let me give you the link for Customer Service Live. That's exactly right, Jeff. I do. That's exactly I do. I actually practice what I preach, believe it or not. Okay. Yeah, and here's the link to the VIP room. We're still going to be on Zoom today till we get the new link. As soon as I get the new link, then you guys we'll switch to platform. Remember, we're switching from Zoom to another platform. YouTube is still the same. Nothing changes on YouTube. Me, are you stressed out about the move? Yeah, she doesn't look it. She looks like she's napping pretty hard. Thanks, Bob. All right, crude oil. Crude oil. Let's look at crude oil. Crude oil looks like it bottomed out right here. This looks like, you see this, all these wicks right here? When you get these kind of wicks and you get hammers, it looks like there's a reversal here. So I'm expecting crude oil to come up to the 8-day or 15-day, and then we'll reevaluate what happens then. But I would, or maybe just a consolidation around here, but I don't think we're going lower for the next couple of days, at least till this bar tells us what it wants to do, or it just consolidates. But I'm not seeing any more directional bias on crude oil. Okay? Really important. Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just choppy. Bitcoin Bitcoin bounced off the 200-day moving average. It made some upside. It almost hit the 8-day. It's now consolidating. Keep in mind, this sucker has a lot of volatility. A lot of volatility. We currently have a bonus trade on coin in the pit, and it expires on Friday. It's a debit spread. It's a debit spread, and we want coin to start coming up right here. But we still have 3 days for that to happen. So let's say today's Tuesday, right? We still have today. Oh, we still have 4 days actually. Today, Tuesday, Wednesday, and third. And is today Tuesday or is it Wednesday today? Can somebody tell me, is today Tuesday or Wednesday? I'm totally confused. No, it's Tuesday. Okay, I got my gym today. It's Tuesday. So we still have 4 sessions for this to go higher. We have plenty of time. This baby moves an average of 21 points per day. China, what's China doing? China's coming up. I like this. I like what I'm seeing on China. I really do. Yeah, it's going to be a company platform. Yeah, Tuesday. Okay, thank you. Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? This is what happens when I work from home. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I'm trying to get you guys to figure out what the market's going to do, and I can't figure out what day of the week it is. What a great example I'm setting for everybody here, right? Next thing you see is me drinking beer in the morning or something crazy like that. No, I don't drink. But it's funny. I should at least know the day of the week, right? Kind of funny. I know what every stock closed at yesterday that I'm watching down to a tick, but I don't know what day of the week it is. My God. Somebody's going to have to help me put my shoes on pretty soon. Hey, Eagle Beagle. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for the feedback, guys. Okay. So let me just put the camera a little bit here. All right. So I like what I'm seeing with China. All right. Let's talked about the US dollar. We talked about the bond market. Let's keep an eye on the bond market because the bond market keeps going higher. It's going to be really good for volatility. All right. What are the catalysts? What are the catalysts for today? Peter's retired, has the same problem. And by the way, I almost forgot. Folks, just FYI, if you're just coming in here, and we do still have a lot of people just coming in here right now, please go to this little gearbox right here and make sure you're watching at 1080p. Okay? 1080p right here. 1080. I love 300. I'm banning you right now. I'm removing you from spamming. Do not post tickers here. Don't ever do that. You've been banned for 24 hours. You've been deleted. I mean, your message has been deleted. Don't post that again or I'll delete it again. This is not for people to give me their ticker symbols. This is for place to give my ticker symbols. Okay. Not your guys' ticker symbols. Right here, 1080p, 1080p. And if you don't mind, give us one thumbs up. Okay. One thumbs up. All right. Richard is getting hot and heavy with the Catalyst, the platform that most of the other teachers use is horrible, poor legibility, no way to specify 1080. If you log in on the chat from iPhone, sometimes the spacebar doesn't work. Okay. Well, thank you for that feedback. Okay. Let me give them that feedback, Dave. But we are moving to a new platform. Let me just give them the feedback. One second. One second. One second. Raleigh, I'll post this for you right here, and we'll figure this out later. Thanks for the feedback, David. But yeah, I think they're switching to it. Okay. Richard has his catalysts. All right. Let's see if Richard has it right. Aerospace. You mean industrial? That's industrial. Consumer non-durable, healthcare, industrial, automotive, financial, home builders, and Fed speakers. Where do you get the home builders from? I got General Motors. Where do you get the home builders from, Richard? And where do you get the financial from? I got industrial, consumer staples, healthcare, consumer discretionary, healthcare, consumer staples, industrial, consumer discretionary, and Fed speakers. David, it may be just on your end. Is everybody else okay with the new platform? Just wanted to make sure. Everybody else good with it? Not good? Right. Let me give that feedback here. Art also doesn't like the Pulte, PHM. Is Pulte reporting this morning? Let's see. Yeah, we just haven't had it yet. That's consumer discretionary. And where's the financial, Richard? And what? I don't know what ticker you're giving me. NASDAQ? Huh. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Let me write this down. Raleigh, I'll put this for you here so we can discuss all this later. Let's see. And egg. That is financials. Yep, you got it right. Richard has it, got it right. Richard, you are right. It's good for large font PDF review, but it's terrible for detailed chart review. Plus, it has a 30-second lag. Great. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. All right. All right. Well, you guys have to talk about that with the company. I don't know why. I don't know why they're doing it, but they're doing it. Okay. Peter, these are all great questions, but I have no answers for you. I'm not a customer service agent. I know about as much as you guys. I just know we're going to be switching a platform. I don't know anything about it. But I want to get all of your feedback. Yeah, we have All fusses about the new platform, no web platform. Ditto with David said about the platform. With Zoom, you could still listen and watch. With the other platform, what can I tell you guys? What can I tell you? That's life. Let me just post these again for Raleigh so we can figure this out later, all these problems. Let's see. All right. All right. Platform in what sense for the masterclass? Okay. All right, guys, let's move on. These are great. You guys have great questions for customer service. Okay. So we have our catalysts, and Richard is right. We got NASDAQ. Yeah, I missed NASDAQ. I had Pulte Homes, but I didn't have NASDAQ. That's also more industrial. But yeah, real estate, Fed speakers, healthcare, staples, industrial, homes, financial, consumer discretionary. We got it all. Yeah. Not user friendly, huh? Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Very good to know. Good to know. Very good to know. Clear for you so far? Okay, well, we'll figure it out. I'm sure everybody will get used to it. I'm just going to go with whatever the company does, folks. So that's that. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's break everything down for us, okay? Let's break down. We got a lot of work to do, folks. We got a lot of work to do. And you guys can also always go on YouTube, you know? Yeah, Richard has been doing a great job. Tell them that, Roddy. Tell them that. I think they want to have more control. You guys have a lot of questions, but the problem is I have zero answers for you about the platform. Can we get back into the analysis? What do you guys think? Everything will be on YouTube. Nothing is changing from YouTube. Everything will be on YouTube. Okay? All right, let's begin. We're pointing to a muted open on Wall Street after yesterday's rally as investors await a fresh batch of corporate earnings reports with particular focus on results from blue chip stocks like Netflix, Coke, 3M. Apple climbed 4%. Loop Capital upgraded the stock. Very nice. Chip stocks gained ground. Cleveland Cliff jumped more than 21%. Applovian dropped regulators investigation. Uh-oh. All right. Investors will closely be monitoring the following stocks: Netflix, GE, Coca-Cola, Texas Instrument, Lockheed Martin, 3M, and General Motors. Today, I will have the update for you from Zacks, finally. I'm embarrassed to say I haven't had it yet, but we'll have that today in the VIP room. Let's see here. All right. U.S. government shutdown has entered its 21st day. Department of Labor has recalled limited number of employees to release the September inflation report. It's coming out this Friday. The U.S. National Council Director Kevin Hassett. Hey, I know this guy. I don't call him Kevin Hassett. I call him Kev. Kev said on Monday that the shutdown could end this week, boasting hopes that a prolonged and economic damaging stoppage might be avoided. He said his friends in the Senate I didn't know he had friends in the Senate. Thought it would be bad optics for Democrats to open the government before the no-kills rally, and that now there's a shot that this week things will come together. I'm not holding my breath, Kev. Waller's scheduled to deliver opening remarks later today at the conference focused on payment innovation. There's a 100% chance that interest rates are going to go down. Europe is down 14 cents, very, very little after yesterday's rally. Morning investors turned a mixed bag of corporate earnings. Okay. China closed sharply higher today, notched its biggest gain in 6 weeks. Optimism over a potential trade deal with U.S. AI-related semiconductors. U.S. President Trump reiterated his threat to raise tariffs. If there isn't a deal by November 1st, he has confirmed plans to meet with Chinese president next week. Very nice, very nice. My dogs are going crazy again. Japan closed higher today after pro-stimulus Sane Takaichi, I'm mispronouncing his name. One key preliminary vote to become nation's prime minister. I really like the old guy. Retail and healthcare stocks outperformed on Tuesday. Catalysts, ELV, Coca-Cola. By the way, speaking of catalysts, one second. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to check something here. Okay, sorry about that. One of the stocks we have a position on is a health insurance, UNH, and it's up about $5 today, which is perfect for us. I told folks to keep the position, half the position on. Okay, let's get into the market analysis, okay? I'll load this. He'll be on Lulo. Yeah, he'll be on. He's always on TV. He's a pretty good guy, actually, Kevin. All right. Remember what I told you about volatility. What did I tell you about volatility yesterday? I spent a lot of time explaining it to you. Remember? We need to go below this area, below the 200. We need to break 20. Guess what? We broke 20. We broke 20. We talked about General Motors then. We talked about it. We liquidated our position yesterday in advance, so we talked about General Motors. I mentioned industrial stocks then. It's an industrial stock. Okay. So we are now at the precipitous. What is the precipitous? We're at a precipitous, crest of the tidal wave to the downside. Now what we need to do is we need to break 18. Although I'll tell you honestly, anything at 18, anything below 20 is good. The fact that we broke 20 after this is a very strong sign. And I'm not going to say, I hate to say I told you so, but I did tell you that usually volatility, anytime volatility moves 30%, it backs off 98% of the time within a week. So I'm willing to take those odds any day and twice on Sunday. So right here, you could see that right here that we're coming off. It'd be nice for us to go back to the 16 level. But as long as we don't break the 200 level, which is 19 and a half, we're okay. I hope you guys are writing this down. Again, let me give you some links. VIP room. Let me tell you what my agenda for today for the VIP room is. Survey says okay. Earnings update, ADX filter, how to use it to determine the trend, smooth A-line versus choppy A-line, how far are we overextended, credit spreads on A-line stocks, questions about A-line, when to do debit spreads on A-line versus individual stocks, why is liquidity so important to good A-line stocks, how do we use relative strengths and weakness before entry of A-line stocks, and top stocks for today. Okay? Very, 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 very important. Very, very, very important. Okay. All right. All right. So if we move lower here, we're going to have a little move. And here's customer service live. The Cam and Gustavo show. Hey, Cam, are you guys switching platforms too? That's a good question. Cam, are you guys also switching platforms? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. So volatility is looking good. Okay. What about market internals? How are they looking? Let's take a look. Home builders, real estate, consumer staples. Red flag right there. Look at yesterday. Semiconductors, home builders, retail, real estate. Do you see consumer staples? Look where consumer staples is yesterday. Look where consumer staples is today. It's a red flag. That's a defensive sector. Look where technology and consumer discretionary are today. Look where they were yesterday. Consumer discretionary technology. Look where they are today. Technology, consumer discretionary. Capiche? We don't have as much momentum as we had the last few days, and we don't have as much clarity. Yesterday, we had pretty good clarity. We had semiconductors, interest rates, 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 interest rates. The only thing that was off was communication sector. If communication was up here, we would have a full, like a full deck here. We had that, and we had a good move because everything was aligned. Everything was firing off in the same direction. But look at it today. Consumer staples are up here. That's a defensive sector. Healthcare is here. That's a defensive sector. Technology and consumer discretionary are at the bottom with mid caps. These are interest rate sensitive sectors. And crypto's all the way at the last spot, which I think will pick up. Point I'm making is T-Buzz is not going to be in the new office. He's not going to be in the new office. Yeah, so we have to be careful. We don't have that clarity we had yesterday. Do we have directional bias? Well, we have 106 stocks making 52-week highs. We have 79 stocks. We have somewhat to the upside. We have nothing to the downside. Nothing to the downside. And most of the stuff that's going up is ETFs. Look at the difference between 156 with ETFs, 279. So we still have some directional momentum, but I'm really concerned about this. I'm really concerned about this. That consumer staples, that healthcare, that Dow Jones is ahead of technology. That's not the best sign right now. Okay. Yeah, it looks like we need to return back to the 8-day. We'll talk about that in a second. But we're okay still. We're still bullish. I mean, we're still very, very bullish. What about market internals? How are they looking? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. 50% of stocks are trading above the 50-day moving average. That's a lot of vulnerability, folks. A lot of vulnerability. Okay. Russell 1000, everything here is below 50%. Majority of stocks, as you could see here, 55% of stocks are trading below the 50-day moving average, which means the market can move one way or the other, okay? NASDAQ 100 is starting to gear up, though. We have already 59, so this is looking better. This is starting to look a little better. Momentum's actually getting a little better. What about overall momentum in the market? We still have less than 50% of stocks trading below the 200 if you take stocks over $2. So we got to be cautious, but the fact that NASDAQ 100, we're now over 50%. We actually have a 59%, and NASDAQ Composite's over 50%. I'm happy about this. I'd like to see this over 50%. But it's telling us the market still has a while to go before topping out. Okay? All right. Let's look at individual sectors. How are we looking right here? We are at the Coach Rubin, we are at the 8-day moving average. We don't have to get back to the 8-day EMA. We are at the 8-day EMA. Look at Magnificent 7. We literally just crossed the 8-day yesterday. We are at the 8-day EMA. This is nice. What I'm thinking today, because we had a big run day yesterday, which is atypical for a Monday, we may just gyrate around here today. We may just gyrate right around here today. Okay? And folks, if you're just coming in here right now, please make sure you're watching a 1080p, okay? 1080p. And give us a thumbs up if you haven't done so yet, if you find this helpful to you, okay? So the mags are not overextended at all. At all. They may just do exactly what we did yesterday. What I'd like to see us a little higher than this, and then just kind of just gravitate and this wick coming down and touching the 8-day, I'm okay with that. Good morning, Martin. Okay, mags. How about SPY? Let's look at SPY. Let's see if we're overextended. Coach Rubin thinks we're overextended. Mia, do you think we're overextended? That's her head right there, by the way. You could see. Hey, Mia. Hey, sweetie. All right. Are we overextended on the SPY? Not at all. Matter of fact, we just crossed the 8-day EMA, and we're right here. My feeling is we're going to open up here and come down and touch this area and then just kind of gyrate around here. Okay. I don't think we're going to see anything exciting today. Okay. So we're not overextended. This is not overextended. This would be overextended. This is not overextended. Not at all. Hey, Aussie one. Okay. Let's look at QQQ. Not overextended. Again, don't be surprised. Here, let me draw you what I'm talking about so you guys see what I'm talking about. Kind of like this. See that? Like this. This type of a bar. Touching the touching the 8-day. Something like that. That's what I'm expecting to see today from the market. Let's look at SMH. Cam says, what am I missing? Cam, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Can you be a little more specific? It's kind of a loaded question. What am I missing? Same thing here. Just a gyration coming right up here. No, not seeing anything overextended, not seeing anything overbought. Just a very gentle gyration higher. Okay. Okay. So I'm not really seeing anything crazy today. As a matter of fact, we didn't have a chop day yesterday. We may have one today. But so far, nothing here is looking out of whack. Nothing is looking like it's violating any major areas. Let's look at RSP. Cam, can you got me my interest peaked with what am I missing, but what are you missing? What are you talking about? Invesco RSP just went through the 8-day this morning. This is this morning's price action. This is okay. Actually, no, this is yesterday's price action. Let me see what it's looking at this morning. RSP. Look at it this morning. It already made a higher high. This is perfect. This is exactly what I had in mind. If you look at SMH, this is the 8-day EMA. We're not that overextended. QQQ, this is the 8-day EMA. We're not that overextended, but we're trading above this area here, which is very important. Don't be surprised if the low today is around 608.29. Okay. Uh, yeah, you got it right, Cap. You got it right. And financial, you missed financial, Nasdaq. Now I know what you're talking about. You're missing that Nasdaq financials. Richard got it. I missed it too. Cam listed a cattle. Yeah, now I got it. Now I got now what Cam is talking about. So you guys see how this bar is just kind of sitting right here? There's a good chance it'll just come a little bit higher and then a little bit lower and bounce off 608.29 on the QQQ. Let's look QQQE looking. It's already look at QQQE. We're already at the 8-day EMA. So I think we're just going to hang around the 8-day EMA today. I don't think we're going to see anything crazy or nefarious or anything like that. Um, okay. Okay. All right. Just wanted to show you all this. Okay. So those are the daily levels. Not expecting a lot today. Not going anything crazy. Nothing like that. Let's now give you intraday levels. Okay. For all you frisky rascals out there. And I've been told by Clyde that you guys like these intraday levels. So I'll keep doing them. just delete this for you. Look at this nice smooth move overnight. That's a very nice clear move right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Oh, hold on a second. I'm making a mistake. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong time period. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me give this to you guys. I'm going to post this in the main Telegram channel. You know, Mia, you can give me some assistance, Mia, while I'm here before Matt gets here. But I think she's on strike. Okay, that's SPY. Let's do QQQ. We didn't have a big range, by the way, at night. Something to pay attention to. Okay. That gives you something to work with. Mark, that's why I'm posting them for you on Telegram channel. You're not supposed to see it. You're supposed to look at the Telegram channel. Nothing's blocking it on Telegram channel. See, guys, look. Do you see my face anywhere here? No. Do you see my face anywhere here, Mark? No. So you could see everything if you look at the right place. I'm assuming everybody here is on my Telegram channel. If you're not on my Telegram channel, then you're really missing out. Okay, let's do SMH. We didn't even have a gap up or anything. We're pretty boring overnight session, I'll be honest with you. Very random price action overnight on TLT. This is very random price action. Makes it very difficult to draw these lines. Also telling us there's not much going on at night, last night, which also leads me to believe we're not going to have a big day today in the market. But again, with earnings, you just never know. Mark, are you able to get these without my mug on are you able to get these without my I'm done commenting forever? You can comment all you want. Hey Mark, I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying you could look at them right here. I'm trying to help you, that's all. I'm not like picking on you or anything like that. Um Yeah, indices are doing very little. Becky says, yep, she got that. Okay. All right. Mags. It's all good. Comments are good. I like comments. Maybe other people had the same question, you know? Sorry, Mark. Yeah, I wasn't like picking on you. I was just trying to answer your question. Please feel free to please feel free to comment. I love comments. I was just trying to let you know you could see it without my mug. That's all. Please don't take what I'm saying in any negative way at all. Um, let's see. Mags. Yeah, this is the mags. All right, let me give you the mags. That's about, yeah, this thing doesn't really have a need to be here. Okay, right there. Yeah, I like comments. Comments are good. We all learn from comments. Mag levels. Let me give you Russell 2000, okay? IWM. That's good enough. All right, perfect. There you go, Cam. Welcome to my world. All right. TLT levels. All right. No, Linda, there isn't. There isn't the need for one. Um, all right. You guys have all of your levels. Capiche? Speaking of levels, let's see what the market's doing right now. Yeah, the market's just sitting there, very quiet. Look, let me show you guys. Look at the last few hours of the market session. Do you see this? Since 7 in the morning till now, with all of these earnings coming out, look what the market's doing. Do you see this? There's no gaps. There's nothing crazy right now. We basically have very listless overnight action. I'm not expecting a lot from the market today unless there's something unforeseeable. Look, the market's doing nothing. It's not moving up or down. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. Nothing. It's actually been moving up since 4 o'clock yesterday, but it's doing nothing. It's just look at this since 7 a.m. with all the earnings announcements coming out right now. It's not doing anything. Look at QQQ. It's doing nothing. Nothing. So there's a good chance the market will do nothing today because it did a lot yesterday, and which is not typical for a Monday. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. Let me give you guys small caps. 1 second. One second. 1 second. 1 second. Uno momento. 1 sec. And Raleigh wanted me, Cam wanted me to post something for you guys. No, I can't, Raleigh. It's too big, Cam. Too much information there, so I can't post it all. All right. Let me try doing it again. I'm not going to do this right now. Okay. 1 second. Let me just do something here. All right. Cam, have them added to my doc. Okay. Thanks. All right. So let me give you some stocks. Okay. Nerve greater than 720. Hold on. 770 as of right now. Nerve above 770. Actually, excuse me, above 770. Yes, 770. BOF above 340. JWEL above 325. ATMV above 2260. Let's see if there's any others. IFBD greater than 155. SPWR above 330. And I think that's it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I love when folks give me theirs. Let's see. I already have Jewel. Already have BOF. You want me to look at BYND? No. No soup there. Nerve? Yes, Nervous was the first one that I gave you. Okay. So let me write these. You guys seem to have already wrote them down, but I'll write them down for you too. Nerve greater than 770. BOF greater than 340. Jewel greater than 325. ATMV greater than 2260. IFBD greater than 155. And SPWR greater than 330. Remember, these are just watch list alerts, folks. After market opens, whichever hits. W is doing it for you. Oh, well, thank you. You guys can keep doing it for me, please. But I appreciate it. Very, very nice of this. Thank you, Naples fan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's okay. Repetition is great. Those are the small caps. Now let me give you large caps. Hold on a second. Let me just respond to something here. Okay. What about the NVTS I posted yesterday? What about it? What about it? Muraz Salim, what about it? These are day trades. Just yesterday, that's a whole different world we're talking about. These are small cap day trades. These are not swings. Okay. Now let me give you stocks that I'm looking at. And because AWS is working today, this should be pretty quick. PGR to the short side. How many times have I given you this stock? A lot of the stocks have follow through, but we're only looking at them in the same day. Progressive, WI, BRBR, BRK, RHI, I like that one, BWIN. All right. Oh, thank you for answering the questions, guys. I appreciate it. Sometimes I'm just so focused on this that I just don't see the question. This is a little overextended, but boy, oh boy, it looks good. Let me give you longs now. VSAT. It's a nice looking stock again. APH. Richard, you still have APH or you got rid of it? APH is looking really good here. TEL. Nice breakout. Newmont. Hey, look at Newmont. Forget Newmont. I had yesterday's data on Newmont. Scratch Newmont. UNH. Yes, we still have it we still have some of the position in the pit. TTWO. Nice looking stock. SRE. Nice. That's a nice A line right there. A line, which we'll be talking a lot about today in the VIP room. SCCO, copper stock. Yes, a copper stock. Still looking pretty good. Pan W, I gave you this stock yesterday, actually, and I still like it. It's a nice looking A line, assuming it breaks above yesterday's high. Okay, thank you for that, Kevin. I appreciate it. Yeah, we don't want to trade. Remember, I'm not screening for earnings, but remember, sometimes we have time spreads, so it's important to give these as well. AMD looks good. I'm not screening for earnings on these, folks. I'm not screening for earnings. I know a lot of you are still nuts and take earnings trades, so I'm not screening for earnings. But remember, earnings means time spreads. Already gave you AMD, sorry. Already gave you AMD. Johnson Johnson. A lot of these have earnings. Johnson Johnson looks good. And you said you want me to look at spot for the downside, Helen? Let's take a look. No. Now, why is this a no for the downside? Let's see. Okay. It hasn't been able to break this level here. There's major support here. We tried to go to the 200-day. We couldn't break it. We have a downtrend that we're above the 15-day, which is where we took our exit right here. So I'm giving you 3 reasons why this is a shitty short. You're above the 15-day EMA. You haven't been able to break the support area. And this downtrend looks like doesn't really look like a downtrend. This looks like a chop. This looks like a downtrend. Let me show you. This is a downtrend. Do you see that? Look to the left. Do you see anything? Look to the left. Do you see anything? Okay. Look at your stock. When I look to the left, I see that there's a lower low. We're now at a higher low than this. Why would I short this stock? I would want to see it break this first, break the 200. It's above the 200. It's above the 15-day. It's above this area. There's no way in living heck I would ever short this stock. But I'm giving you reasons why. I'm not just telling you why. I'm giving you reasons why. Okay? All right. Yeah, it's a shitty short. Well, look, it's above the 200-day, it's above the 15-day, and it's above this area, and we're not really breaking down here. I mean, I'm just giving you reason after reason. I'm not just telling you it's a bad short. I'm telling you why it's a bad short, so you could learn from it. And the stock is up $2 pre-market, 2% pre-market. That's not a good short. Okay, let me give you. I think I gave you everything. All right. So my theory. My theory is that we're going to chop today. We're going to chop today. I'm not really seeing anything great. Look, overnight, we couldn't take out the high. We need to take out this high, okay? We need to take out 672.40. We haven't been able to do that, and the range overnight has been very, very little. So I'm not really feeling anything. I'm not really feeling too much upside or downside, which is why, as I said in the beginning, I'm kind of seeing us rock and roll here and maybe go down and touch the 8-day EMA. So we may not have a lot of stuff today. All right. Don, you want me to relist my long list? VSAT, APH, UNH, TTWO, SRE, SCCO, PanW, STLD, AMD, Google, Johnson & Johnson. And by the way, if you missed any of that, here's the link to this video where you can just rewind it. All right. And you can see it all right there. Let's see. Try to copy. Yeah, you just go rewind this video 30 seconds. Okay. Are there any questions that I missed? I don't have to go anywhere. I have a few minutes to hang out with you because Matt is coming here. We're working from my office. Do we have anything? Any questions? Any concerns? Choppy. Not a lot of directional bias. I'm not really. It's going to be very interesting today to see where the ADD is. I'll be watching the ADD. Yesterday, the ADD was above 1,500 most of the day. I think the ADD will be much more closer to zero today and maybe even a little negative. We may see a little, I hate using that word, but we may see a little profit taking today. I know you guys understand that. Anything else? Do you guys need me to answer any questions? Let me give you the link once again. Oh, Raleigh asked me to post something for them. 1 second. Let me see if I have that. Let me post it into 2 different. Maybe if I post it into two different things, it will help me. Now it's getting done, Raleigh. Here you go. When I do it together, it doesn't work, but when I do it separately, it works. This is information to reach customer service, guys, okay? Customer service right here. Brendan says, when you talk about something being overextended, is there a minimum percentage above a particular average that you mean? Yes, Brendan. I don't like to initiate new trades unless I'm day trading. When we're here, when we're 1.5 deviation away from the 8-day EMA. So, Brendan, ATR, this is the 10-day ATR. Multiply this by 150% and add it to the 8-day EMA and then subtract it from the 8-day EMA. Right here, see this area and you see this area? When you start touching this area, It's swing trades too late for swing trades. Day trades really good. Swing trades no. When you get here, same thing. These are the levels where you don't want to start initiating new positions. Right here, see how it bounces off these levels? So what it is, that is 150% of this. You multiply this by 150%, and then you add it to the 8-day EMA, and then which is right here, and you subtract it from the 8-day EMA, which is right there. You could see the formula right here. See average 8-day. See, you could see right here, they took a 1.5 10-day ATR. This is the 10-day ATR. So anytime you want to know what these levels are, just take a little peek right here, and you'll be able to see it. Just take 150% of this, add it to the 8-day, and subtract it from the 8-day. Does that make sense, Brendan? Mr. Waka, does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Any other questions? What are you doing for your birthday next week? I have no idea. Probably having family over. All right, folks. Here's my email address. roger@rogerscott.com. I don't know what today will bring, but I'm not seeing fireworks. Okay, I'm not seeing any fireworks. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not really seeing anything crazy. I do like the bond market, but the stock market doesn't seem to be cooperating. Yeah, at all. Even the IWM. I'm telling you, see how today may be an exact duplicate of what we saw yesterday. You see how we opening here and then we came down yesterday right here? Look at the SPY. Think it's going to be the same type of thing, just like yesterday. I'm just not seeing, I hope I'm wrong and we break 671.85, but I'm just not feeling it this morning at all. And I'm not liking this consolidation at all. Let me see what UNH is doing. Coming down a little bit. All right. What are you doing? Not bad. Not bad. Okay. All right, folks. You don't go crazy today. Don't go crazy today. All right. Thomas, if the numbers are right, look at Data Miner and you tell me how many times Tesla outperforms versus underperforms. That's your job. You have Data Miner. You have the same data as I do. Bye, folks. Have a great day. And thank you all for being here today. I really appreciate all of you.